Hello and welcome to Lancaster Tonight with me, your host, Siri Hampapur. It's our third episode of the show and I feel like we're doing pretty well with the show. I mean, the first episode went really well. We had a studio audience, 2 great guests, and I have to apologise for those of you who missed it live because you'll have to bear with us. We're having a few technical difficulties with the footage, but I promise you it will be up eventually. But last week went really well as well. We talked to Tom Owens, who's one of the producers of Real Life, and Sammy and Ruth, who do Humans of Lancaster, which was basically just a great way of like us showing off and plugging the amazing content here at LA1 TV. But yeah, on with today's show. We have Craig, who is a studio audience member. Woo! We can hear him in the background. Our one member of the studio audience, but yeah, he's here to represent and create some atmosphere for us. And we do have another special surprise in store to do with our guest of honour, Jonathan Parks. And if you've heard the name, you'll probably figure out what the surprise is. And yeah, he will be giving us several live performances throughout tonight's episode. So before we invite him on for a chat, take it away, Jonathan.
I know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. It seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see, I beg, stole, and I borrow. Yeah, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy, yeah. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Oh, why in the world would anybody put chains on me? You know I paid my dues to make it. Everyone wants me to be what they want me to be. It's not me when I try to fake it. No, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. Yeah. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Be high, so high. I wanna be free to know the things I do are right. I wanna be free, just me, yeah. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. Yeah, I'm easy like Sunday morning. Whoa, warning. That's up, it was fun.
Okay, so now we'll get Jonathan to come into the studio and have a bit of a chat with us.
Hi, all right.
Welcome, Jonathan. Come on the show.
Thank you,
Come in,
thank
come
you.
in. Woo! Got your trusty electric guitar
Absolutely,
there.
yeah. I don't go anywhere without it. I'm afraid.
I just feel like since I invited you to come on the show, we've like significantly upped our production value
Oh, really?
by like tenfold. Well, I mean that was just amazing. It
Oh,
was just
yeah,
it was,
it was
it was
all right,
incredible, Jonathan.
I was a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was just, yeah.
Genuinely couldn't tell.
I could. Yeah, that's awesome though, yeah.
But yeah, no, cool. Thanks for coming on the show as well. Like, I feel like this show is really going to be like getting to know you,
Oh, God.
getting to know the real
no.
Jonathan Parks.
Oh,
You know.
don't do that, but it's fun.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I just want to chat about like how we became friends. I mean, like, I've listened to you perform a couple of times now.
I think it
Where
was
did we first meet? I always forget.
Freshers' Fair
Yeah,
in third year,
'cause
because
that's where I first interviewed you about like all your music stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
probably going to repeat a lot of those questions
It's
today.
far
So,
away. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's a new show, new audience.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
Awesome. Yeah, no, yeah, it was Freshers' Fair, and yeah, I remember doing stuff for Bailrig FM.
Yeah,
That's when I
yeah,
was
that
doing
was it.
You know, but
Yeah.
but I seem to remember you asked me to come on this show. Like, can I say, slightly tipsy in the sugar cube. You're
Oh,
like,
that
hey,
was so
Jonathan,
funny.
you should
That
come on
was
this
really
show.
funny. I remember I saw you and I was like,
Uh,
"Oh my God, Jonathan! I just need to tell you, like I've got a new show now, and like I
Yeah.
need you to come on as a guest."
You're like, I want to be the next Graham Norton,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm going to
know.
do the show.
Did
So
I
that
say
you said
that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my God! Well, it's true. I do want to be the next Graham Norton. So, yeah.
Awesome,
But yeah, I mean, this is why we need you, because you just up
need
the
it. Oh,
up the
God.
production value.
Yeah, yeah. No
Yeah.
pressure.
Anyway, like we'll really getting to know you now.
Go.
So how did you get into music then?
I mean, I'm probably going to have to do the cheesy thing and be like, oh, my dad. Well, it's
Yeah.
true. I'll probably...
Because we've chatted about this, and I know the whole story.
You know the
but
whole
like,
story,
I
but,
feel like
yeah.
it's such a good story, and like, just really milk it.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I've always had like guitars around the house. My dad, huge kind of like classic rock
Yeah.
fan, AC/DC. Status Quo, that was my first gig.
Oh, nice.
Unashamedly, my first gig was
How
Status
old
Quo.
were you then?
I was about 10 or 11.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So
the
you
eight-
started young.
I started young. I
Yeah.
mean, I've played guitar since probably about age of, I don't know, probably 5 or something.
Yeah.
There's a picture of me on the stairs in the house with this like tiny little guitar.
Oh, it's so cute.
So yeah, I've played it since that young, and really I just listened to the music my dad listened to,
Yeah.
and really went from there. Just listened to like that sort of music. But my
Yeah.
light bulb moment was probably listening to Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, okay.
If you want me to continue rambling,
Go for it. I
happily
mean,
will.
like you,
Yeah.
like, if you really want to go into your story, like we'll get into your autobiography.
Yeah,
Are you
take a
going to
seat,
write
Emma.
an autobiography
Don't
when you
ask
get
me
famous?
that, Perhaps give me another like 40
The
years.
story
and
of
see where I
Jonathan
am.
Parks, and it's basically just like a transcribe of
Exactly.
this show.
We'll go back to this. But yeah, I was on holiday in, I was in the Peak District,
Yeah.
and the classic holiday of mine is a caravan holiday, and it was raining, a bit
Mhm.
like it is in Lancaster, kind of.
Set in the scene, it was raining.
It was a dark day.
It was a dark day.
But I was just listening to my iPod, and it was on
Mm-hmm.
shuffle. I'd not listened to Jimi Hendrix before, and it's not even one of his main songs, but it came on, and it was just like a kind of like a light bulb moment. I was
Mhm.
like, that sounds great.
Mhm.
What is that?
Yeah.
And that the rest of that holiday was me sat at the back of the caravan with some headphones
Mhm.
into like my guitar, figuring out everything, because I figure everything out by ear,
Mhm.
and really trying to like sound like Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah.
which was a big thing. And then from there, I just learned more stuff, and
And there you go.
There
and
you
then
go,
you
yeah.
became the Jonathan
you say
Parks.
became, like I'm already somewhere, but I'm still working on it. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of how
Yeah.
I probably got into it.
So has Jimi Hendrix then inspired the genre of music that you sing now, or is it completely different?
No, definitely. There's a lot of stuff with Hendrix, just the technique side of
Yeah.
it. Actually, I'll grab my guitar and show you. But I mean, there's just so many things. Like the guitar which I use is, it's pretty much the same as the type that he used.
Yeah.
So for the guitar buffs out there,
It's beautiful, I must say.
Thank you
It's
so much.
gorgeous.
it's a Fender Stratocaster. It's kind of like one of the first kind of major designs which comes out from America. I'm nerding out here. All the guitar geeks will love it.
That's fine. I mean, that's why we've got you as a music expert to be on the show.
Expert.
Then, you know, if I tried to talk about this, I wouldn't know what to say. So I mean, it's a guitar, and it's nice.
You're right. But yeah, no, like it's one of like the main kind of types of guitar that you get. But this is the type that Jimi Hendrix played.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an iconic instrument. So yeah, and his style has affected me just through how I approach the guitar, how I write songs, how I perform as well.
Yeah.
Because I haven't set fire to any guitars yet, like Hendrix did. I don't intend to because I can't afford to.
I mean, maybe when you become famous, you could start living out that rock star lifestyle.
Yeah, I'll start driving Rolls Royces into swimming pools and everything. But yeah, so he's definitely had a big impact on how I play guitar.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, you know, you like Jimi Hendrix. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yes.
But do you have any guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures?
Like, do you have any, like, guilty pleasure, like, genres, artists, like, you name it? Like, you know, we want to really get to know you.
The first guilty pleasure that I had listening to music was the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, okay. That is a guilty.
Yeah, right. You know the album The End with like I Got a Feeling on and everything.
Yeah.
At that time I was listening to
that was the classic.
Yeah, I was listening to Zeppelin at the time, Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin, and then all of a sudden I listened to Black Eyed Peas.
Zeppelin and Black Eyed Peas, it's just like...
It goes from there.
The contrast.
It's quite extreme. But so that was a big... It actually made quite a big impact on what I listened to as well. So that was probably the first one. The first band I was massively into was S Club 7.
Oh, back in the day.
Absolutely.
Back in the day.
So Grab-Ball, right? S Club 3 turned up. I was just like, I actually bumped into them backstage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was slightly tipsy.
Did you have like a fangirl moment, a fanboy moment?
And I absolutely did. And the best part of it was I was probably so incoherent in the way I was talking that it's probably embarrassing. But I bumped straight into them, and I was like, I've been a huge fan since I was this high. And they were like, yeah, cool, go away.
Inspired by music.
Yeah, you know, seriously. And they were just like, okay, we got to go. You know, so, yeah, and I wrote off to them as well. I sent them a postcard.
Did you?
I got a reply back.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
okay.
so I have a
That's not
postcard
bad.
from S Club 7.
That's your claim to fame. We've just had a whoa
I know,
from Craig
I heard that.
in the studio. That is a pretty good
I was
claim to fame there.
You know,
Yeah.
The small child apparently. I was like, I will get S Club 7 to write back to me. So yeah.
That's great.
Any other guilty pleasures while I'm here? I don't know. I like all sorts. I've quite like a wide scope for music. I mean, I really like bands like Rammstein. If you've heard of them, it's like
Not sure I have.
operatic German metal.
I was going to say it sounds German.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I've only recently got into them, but you know, I
Okay.
listen to all sorts of stuff. So honestly, I'll listen to anything.
Bit
so.
of variety, but that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows that you're not a snob as a musician
I hope
either,
not.
because I mean, like, you know, some musicians, they're just like, no, you know, like classic rock, that's the best. Anything else is just, you know, just doesn't really compare. But you know, Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
I mean,
I
can't beat
respect that, Jonathan. I
That's
respect
good,
that
yeah,
you like
yeah.
Black Eyed Peas. And so you said you were at the Grad Ball.
Yeah.
Were you performing there?
Yes, I was at the top of the tower.
Oh wow, okay.
Which was it's really good fun.
Yeah.
I did it end of
Because
second
you
year.
perform all over campus and for like uni events and stuff.
It was good fun. The best part of it is you get your own dressing room,
Nice.
which is weird. 'cause,
Oh my gosh.
You know, you look at this door
Love
and
in
there's a
life.
star with like your name on. You're like, that's weird.
Did it actually have a star?
Yeah, they do.
That's
yeah.
incredible.
So it's really good fun. It's a great night because
Yeah.
you just get to see all the backstage stuff. And,
Yeah, and that's where you met S
yeah,
Club,
yeah.
S Club 3.
3. Yeah.
I was just like, 3,
Yeah.
is that right?
You know, but it's
is, that
cool.
is that a thing?
Like you see your name on this poster with like S Club 3, you know, like Professor Green, and
Yeah.
the year before that it was Cascada.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we were like watching through the curtains for that, and that was nostalgic. But yeah, it's a great night, and the best thing / most terrifying thing about playing at the top of the tower is they stick you on the clear glass floor.
Oh, okay.
But I've used it. They did that in second year when I played as well. But it's really unnerving because if you drop a plectrum,
Oh,
you think
gosh.
it's just going all the way down to like the seafront.
That's so scary.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
like, are you afraid of heights?
I was until I did that.
Oh gosh, I can imagine.
So yeah, Grab Ball was a really good night, and get to play and then just enjoy it after that. So it was really good fun.
Yeah. Where else do you perform on campus then?
Oh, campus. I've done Pendle, Furness, Bowland. Grad was a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, Grad's massive.
Grad Bar used to do a really good open mic night on every other Thursday in first year. It was great because he used to fill Grab Bar, and we had some really good acts. There was a guy called Joe Gardner, who now I think manages Go Burrito.
Wow, okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
so he like introduced me to a lot of stuff on campus. You know, and a lot of other artists and people who play on campus went there as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll play anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, just to get a bit of experience.
And what kind of events have those been for? Because like, you know, you've done like Battle of the Bands, that was the
yeah.
competition, and then like, you know, have there been like other gigs, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've done like stuff for charities like Defying Dementia.
Ah, right.
I did one the other week for them in the John of Gaunt in town. That was really good. A mixture of things really. A lot of them tend to be college events, or ones for Lucy, like open days.
Oh, nice. Did you do extras?
Yes.
Because I want to say you did do extras.
Yes, I did. I've definitely done
Yeah,
some.
you've
I
done
did
some
some in
extras.
second year.
Yeah.
And they're really good fun
Yeah.
as well. So.
Anyway, speaking of Battle of the Bands,
yeah.
you won it last year.
Yeah,
right?
we
yes,
did.
you did.
How
has it been for you since? Because, you know, we were chatting and you were talking about recording your own song, or was it
Have we done that
album,
by then?
or-
Last time, we might not have done it, but we have
Yeah.
recorded the song
Oh,
since then.
nice.
And
Because I don't think we've had a chance to catch up, so this is just really
yeah,
my
an
chance to
informal
catch up
chat.
with you.
So, yeah, so we recorded the song. We went to a place called Shirehead Studios, which is about 10 minutes away from the uni. It's a full professional studio.
Oh, wow.
It's fantastic. In fact,
And that was all fully paid for through
yeah,
this,
it was
this
covered through
competition.
the competition. And I'd never been in a recording studio before, so I was absolutely terrified. It's like a big thing when they say, okay, we're recording now. And it's like, what? So it took, how many takes did we do? A lot. I think we did about 8 takes until we got the one. And we were working to 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
You know, so you get there,
So
set
you
up,
only got 3 hours in the recording?
only 3 hours.
Oh,
That's
wow, so
not
okay.
a lot of time.
Yeah, you had to really, like, you know, make sure it's right every
Yeah,
time.
and I'm still not happy with it, but everyone says it's
Oh,
okay.
really?
So
I mean,
yeah,
I've still
yeah.
not heard it, so I
I'll
need
have
to
to
hear
send the
this.
link.
You need to send
Yeah.
it me.
yeah, I will. But yeah, so since then we've done like a few gigs, and
Yeah.
we did one at the Yorkshire House on last weekend.
Nice, okay.
So yeah, we're just trying to get gigs and
Yeah.
keep playing really.
And that's with your band 3 Minutes
3 Minutes to Midnight, yeah.
Nice, okay.
So yeah, watch this space. We'll
Yes,
keep doing
definitely. Where did that the inspiration for that name come from? Because it's a really good name.
Thanks. Yeah, it was at the time when a certain person got elected as the president of America, and the whole thing behind 3 Minutes to Midnight is this thing called the Doomsday Clock,
Right,
which
okay.
the midnight being when the world ends.
Yeah.
But when that person got in charge, the clock moved closer to midnight. It's like a big sort of committee who probably decide how close we are to doom and oblivion. So I was like, okay, that's a cheery subject. I'll call our band that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where it's from.
Oh.
You know. But we had a lot of people saying, "Are you big Linkin Park fans?" Not necessarily, but
Oh, is that like a song?
they have
of theirs?
a album song "Minutes to Midnight."
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
'Cause
no,
I
it wasn't
thought I'd
intentional.
heard that like phrase before, so I was just wondering like where did the 3 come from? Like where did that?
That was just the time that it was
Yeah.
to midnight. But yeah, so that's
No,
the
but
exciting story.
that's what I love about musicians and kind of what you guys do, because you take sort of big references in pop culture and then you put it into something really artistic, like, you know, band names, song names, lyrics, and then, you know, everyone can sort of, you know, engage with it in
Yeah.
a way. I mean, I wouldn't have known that was like a political thing, but
Yeah.
you know, that's really interesting to.
I mean, you can call a
think
band
about.
anything, because
Yeah.
I was doing some reading today for like a seminar, exciting, right?
Yeah.
And there was the article. One of the phrases was the Rebel Cheesemakers, and I was at
Ooh,
one of my mates was like,
interesting.
"That's a great name for a band."
Yeah, that is a pretty cool name for
You
a
know,
band.
you can call a band anything.
Yeah,
like-
I mean there was a game on Radio 1. We should have probably played this today, but I've you know not really got anything
right,
for that.
okay,
But it was on Radio 1, and it was like you had to guess whether it was a real band name or a fake band name, and they would just come out with these weird things. Like there was something the lizard gizzard.
Oh, King
is-
Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
That's a real band
that's
name.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's probably the best band name like
Ever.
just ever.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
It's amazing how you think bands think above names. I mean,
Yeah.
like Led Zeppelin, where does that come from? Or, you know, like, I don't know, off
Yeah.
the top of my head, Sum 41. Like,
Yeah.
where do you
Yeah,
get, you know,
exactly.
like, and it's just like what's catchy and
Yeah.
whatever. So,
But it's nice hearing like the thought process that goes behind it. I think it would be a bit disappointing if they had something really, really like a cool name and then there was just nothing that went into it. It was just like a random thought, and it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, cool name, but you know, not really a cool story to talk about. But yours is pretty cool.
That's good.
So you've been in a band. You perform solo as well. Which one do you prefer?
I don't think it's like a thing of preference.
Yeah.
I think like both situations are very different.
Yeah.
I started off just doing stuff where it's just me.
Yeah.
And that is terrifying when you first do that. The first solo one I did was in Pete Setter.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, which not a lot of people realise that music happens there, but it does from time to time.
Yeah, I didn't, but it's pretty cool.
Because before uni, I did a lot of sort of duo acoustic like acts with one of my friends from home. Peter, I'll give him a shout out. There you go. He's at University of Cumbria though, so boo. But yeah, so we did a lot of acoustic stuff, and then I got to uni, and that was when I first did stuff on my own. And I'm really pleased I did that because it gives you a lot of confidence. Because you can play in a band, and if you make a mistake, you can cover it with the rest of the band.
Yeah.
And you can kind of hide behind it. But if you're playing and it's just you, and you make a mistake, everyone will probably spot it. You know.
I mean, I don't, because like I'm just really just loving the music, to be fair, and I probably wouldn't notice any tiny little mistake that you did. But like, I think as a musician, you are quite aware of it.
Yeah. And a lot of musicians are usually very critical of themselves.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
can imagine.
You know, so if you make a mistake, it's like, oh no, you know, I've ruined everything.
Nah, I think you're doing really well though.
Thanks, yeah.
I mean, you're a pretty big name on campus.
That's weird. I don't feel like I'm a big at
everyone
all.
knows Jonathan Parks. Like, you know,
Is that a
everyone
good
just
or a
knows
bad thing?
it's a good thing because people know you for your singing, which is
that's
the good thing. Because
Yeah.
if they knew you for anything else, then it
yeah.
would be like, well,
No
Jonathan
problem.
Parks, that guy, and I guess he does a bit of singing on the side.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident that you're going to be famous one day. Do you think that you're going to be famous with your singing?
I don't think you can ever sit down and go, I will be famous. Although that's what Freddie Mercury did.
Yeah.
You know, people. I guess it's funny. Like you have to have a lot of like confidence, which is difficult to have when you have something which goes wrong, or you have a gig which doesn't go quite right.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, you know, it's really positive and you make good progress. It's all about being positive.
Yeah.
You know, and it is a lot about self-belief. You know, so and working hard for it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and it's really good fun. And I think if you enjoy what you do and you keep doing it, you'll end up doing it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say that I end up being famous. That would be really great. But I think you do it. You kind of think like you do it because you enjoy it, not because you want to be famous.
Yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
you know.
But I completely agree. I mean, you're working so hard. You're taking all the right steps, like putting your stuff out there.
Yeah.
Where can people actually listen to your songs?
I mean, if you want to listen to the stuff I do, I have a Facebook page, which is...
Do a cheeky plug.
Which camera am I looking at here?
This one?
This one, okay.
Is it this one?
Is that
Yeah,
one? Awesome.
that one.
Right, it's Jonathan Parks Music. There you go. That was very intense. So Jonathan Parks Music on Facebook. For the band, you just search 3 Minutes to Midnight and you'll see our single High Windows there, which features Boland Tower on the single cover.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can find it there.
Yeah. And until then, you're going to be sticking around on campus. Are you going to be taking a part in Lancaster's Got Talent?
I don't know, is the honest answer.
Come on, Jonathan.
I know.
You have to.
Oh, it's that master's life now. I've actually busy. But I would love to. I need to check what I'm doing, but I would very much like to do something like that.
2nd of December for anyone who's interested.
That was a cheeky plug. Yeah.
Cheeky plug for Lancaster's Got Talent. we even have like a little flyer on the table for like a subliminal message.
Nice.
But I really wish you could, come along and, perform or like anything, just be involved. I mean, we need Jonathan Parks at Lancaster's Got Talent. We've had a couple of singers in, so it'd be nice for them to like, see you or even chat to you after the show.
Yeah, sure, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but now I feel like we've chatted to you for a while now, gotten to know you a bit more. Would you be so kind as to do another amazing performance for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Make sure I don't knock out your lights.
On your way with your guitar. Yeah. So yeah, Jonathan's going to do another performance for us and a moment of truth challenge to really get to know who this Jonathan character is. Lancaster's Got Talent is coming up on the 2nd of December. You can buy tickets through Facebook. I think that's just we've got loads of social media pages for it. If you if you want more information, you can always contact LGT at la1tv.co.uk, and that's just our email for that. I think Jonathan's ready now, so let's get going.
Okay, so you asked me about Jimi Hendrix, yeah? So I'll talk you through it. The style I play is like a lot about blues music. So I'll play a blues song, and this one is by Muddy Waters. Just once told my mother, night I was born, you got a boy child coming, gonna be a son of a gun, gonna make you pretty women scream and shout, and the whole world gonna know. I said, what the more backwards, you know what I mean? Everybody knows I'm him. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows I'm him. I got black hair bone. I got a mojo too. I got the Joe they call the rule. Gonna make you pretty women lay me by my hand. The whole world gonna know. I said, now I'm a hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows I'm him. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows I'm him. Seventh hour, or the seventh day, or the seventh month. Seventh doctor said he was born for good loving, and that you'll see. I got $700, babe. I said, don't you mess with me. Everybody knows I'm him. Everybody knows I'm him. There you go.
That was so good. Again, I mean, I'm just in the studio, just, bopping along to it. Yeah, I'm just bopping along, loving it. That was so good.
Yeah,
that was amazing. And, I could really, I could hear the Jimi Hendrix that time. I mean, now you've said that, he was a major influencer for you.
Yeah.
I can, I feel it, and I feel it in the performance as well.
Yeah, it's all about, getting involved in the performance, because, the biggest, thing when you watch someone is that you want to see someone enjoying the music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's all about the bends,
Yeah.
and getting into it.
And, oh my gosh, when you were, going crazy on the guitar, it's just oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Nice, yeah. I love doing it, so... I like blues music a lot, so
yeah,
that's good.
I mean,
glad you like it.
your voice suits it as well, I think.
Yeah, I guess because I listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
You probably just like copy what you listen to. So
That's true.
you know, so yeah, but yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah,
So,
it's good. I mean, so we've gotten to know you now as a musician, but I feel like, you know, to really get to know you, we have to ask the silly questions.
Oh God.
So we're going to do a little challenge. We're going to do the moment of truth
Right.
challenge.
Oh God, what's that?
So we're going to ask you a few silly questions.
Right, hit
But
me.
we want the truth. We want to know the full,
The absolute truth.
honest answer. Okay, so question 1.
I'm scared.
I mean, we're going to have a chat about this if the answers are interesting
Okay.
as well.
That's fine.
But okay, question 1: have you ever farted during a performance?
Yes.
This is great. I'm loving it already.
I mean, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
This is
like?
direct to me. You said be direct. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is this like a regular thing? Like
About
during
as
every
regular
performance?
as a human being would normally be flatulent. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you do. You're nervous.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, I'm being. This is now.
I mean, this is like
This is your
just a chilled show. Like, just
Mhm.
you know, just like go to town, Jonathan.
I'm probably going to stop there. And that. Yeah, of
That's
course.
fine,
When
that's
you're
fine.
nervous, you are nervous. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever farted whilst presenting something.
That's a
though.
lie.
I mean, I think
a
it's a bit
lie.
more difficult when you're sat in a chair or on a sofa. When
I've
you're stood
never-
up, it's a bit easier.
Thought about this in this much depth.
But you have to
before.
like go through the thought process.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
is it safe?
Is it risky?
Is it? Am I risking something here?
Yeah. It's fine. All my dignity's now gone.
Yeah,
It's
that's fine. I mean, that's what we're here to do. You know,
That's good.
take away any pride you might have.
Okay. You're gonna build me up to just
Yeah,
boom straight back down.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the first stage of the interview was to make you think you're amazing,
Yeah.
and now this stage is
Is
to
reality.
just, you know, reality.
Yeah.
Who's the real Jonathan?
Yeah. Oh no, what's coming up next?
Okay, what's coming up next? Okay, we want to know, what's your most embarrassing moment in public or whilst you're performing?
While I'm performing in public, I'm performing.
You know, go for which is the most embarrassing story. And we want to know the story as
the
well.
nightmare stories for like guitarists when you're playing is that you get all the way through the song, the solo's coming up, it's your time to shine, and you just
Yes.
want it to be great.
Yeah.
But I've
course.
done gigs where I'm like, right, this is really good. Everything's going really. Step on the solo, I step on my guitar lead, and it flies out the bottom of the guitar, and I'm scrambling over the stage
no.
looking like a right idiot. That's happened.
Was it like a noticeable
Oh
thing?
yeah. It was completely noticeable. I
Yeah.
looked like a right idiot.
You couldn't just play it off like,
No,
you know,
no. Well,
like just like coolly just be like, I meant to do
was
that.
thinking
I meant to
there
stand
was
on
a
my guitar
time.
lead.
yeah, no, I couldn't get away with that one, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
That's happened. I'm trying to think of anything else embarrassing that's
Yeah,
happened.
I mean, just in general,
In
like,
general.
you know, what's the worst thing that's happened to you in public?
Oh,
like,
no,
you
should've-
know,
the worst thing
embarrassing
happens to me
moments in public.
Probably, if I'm thinking back to my driving lessons when I nearly went the wrong way around a roundabout.
Oh no!
That's probably.
Did they
quite
have
bad.
to stop you?
I mean, there were some questions asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, do you know which country you're in? It is quite an important thing because you should definitely not be going that way around the roundabout. I was like,
No, probably not.
So apart from that, I mean, this is damaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as that wasn't on the test.
Oh no, it's
This is
fine.
whilst you were still learning
I was still
how to
learning.
drive.
You know, I wouldn't do that now.
No, of
Hopefully.
course not.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. But like when you're in those situations, don't you feel like the stakes are just so high?
Mm-hmm.
Like hearing those stories, I just feel like, you know, that's not the most embarrassing thing that could happen. There could be worse.
There could be worse
There
things.
could
that
be
happen.
worse.
Yeah. I'm always fearful when I see LA1 TV and Sugar. I
Oh
run.
yeah, that's true.
I honestly, I'm like, no, you're not catching me on camera
Yeah.
tonight. I'm off.
LA1
Yeah.
TV is all about like getting your true side.
The true self.
The
yeah.
true side of Jonathan Parks.
Daggering from the small room to the big room, and I'm like, oh, no. Camera people, run.
I should have had my camera in that sugar queue when
You
I
should-
asked
oh,
you
no.
to be a guest on my show.
Next time I'm out, I'm going to really watch out for that.
I
yeah.
think that would have been just as embarrassing for me as it would have been for you.
It's fine,
Probably
don't
more
worry. It's acceptable.
embarrassing for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Another question. So, do you ever talk to yourself in the mirror for, like, you know, to sort
What,
of
to
like
psych yourself up?
for a big show?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you I mean, you don't necessarily just stand in your room and shout in the mirror. Not quite like that.
Come
Yes!
on, Jonathan,
Do it!
you can do it.
You know, not quite like that. I think you do to an extent, because it is part of a psychological thing. You kind of like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am.
So it's like having
you know.
that mental battle, you know.
Yeah, I think one of the funniest ones was at Furness Extra in second year, where Furness College gave us a rider, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I'd like actually a bottle of whiskey," and they gave us it. So we had
Really?
Yeah, they were like, "I'd like a bottle of Jack Daniels," and they
Oh
were like,
my god.
"Okay."
Wow,
Yeah, you
that's
go.
all right, isn't
So,
it?
you
You're
know.
living the life. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very, you know, rock star thing to do. I mean, that's another question, so we'll get onto that later.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all right. Living the life as a singer. Okay, next question. This might be a bit tricky.
Oh no.
If you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Dream Brother by Jeff Buckley.
I thought this was going to be a difficult question,
No,
but clearly
no.
you've thought about this.
Yeah, Jeff Buckley is a huge musical influence on me. I probably listen to him. A lot of people listen to Jeff Buckley when they did GCSE music. So if people did GCSE music, they'd be like, "Wow,
Oh, hang on a
great,
minute.
Jeff Buckley."
Yes,
Yeah, see, that's what
I
everyone's reaction is.
remember
Oh
that.
wow, we
Oh
listened
my
to Miles
gosh.
Davis as well, like you know
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, so I like Jeff Buckley definitely. He's,
Jeff Buckley, hang on a minute. Is he the minimalist guitar?
No.
Am I thinking
He's-
of something different? Which
he's-
one's Grace? Oh, hang
that's
on a
like
minute.
the.
I think I do know which one you're talking about.
It's a really
This
high
was a long
falsetto
time
kind
ago,
of thing.
so-
It was a blast from the past. Yeah, he did the cover of Hallelujah. That's where everyone knows him from.
Yeah, I remember him.
But I could listen to his songs over and over again.
Yeah. GCSE
Without-
music,
yeah.
what a throwback.
I know,
Did you
yeah.
do GCSE
Yeah, I
music?
did.
Oh, sick.
So and A level as well.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
okay.
And I was like, oh, this is hard. But yeah, so yeah, Jeff Buckley, Dream Brother, one of my favourite songs, probably full stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I threw you there. You didn't
Oh,
think I was going to
I
answer
know,
that quickly.
and
So
like I'm really impressed that I recognise the name Jeff Buckley.
that's good.
So I feel like GCSE music really taught me something. I mean, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to compose a song for
Mhm.
GCSE music?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Really? How,
Yeah.
Can you remember how it goes?
No, I probably no, I can't, and I'm not saying that on purpose, just not to play it. I actually can't. It was probably that bad that I barely remember it. I probably cast it to the back of my mind as quickly as I possibly could. But yeah, no, we did try and write stuff. It was scary though, because we had at one point have you used Sibelius?
Yes. Yeah, we
Yeah,
use that. We use
getting
that as
some-
well.
Yeah. So and that's like an absolute nightmare to use,
Oh,
because
that
all
was-
of a
yeah,
sudden
that
you're a
was
classical
bad.
composer.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to compose for an entire orchestra. I'm like, I can
Mm-hmm.
barely compose for 6 strings. Like, nevertheless, an entire, score. So, yeah, no, we use Sibelius. Good, you know this language.
I do,
Yeah.
because I remember my song.
Oh,
that
you
I
remember
compo-
yours?
I remember
Oh,
it.
wow.
This is why, I'm really glad we're talking about this, because it was a funny song.
I was going to say,
I
you
don't know
can't-
if
you
I
can't
can
drop
sing
this
it,
now, yeah.
but I will tell you the lyrics.
Go for it. Fire away.
So, the song was called "I've Had Enough."
You've had enough. Okay.
I've had enough. So basically, it was about a friend who was really being a bad friend at that time. So I decided to be Taylor Swift and write a song about them. And the lyrics went, oh my God,
This is great.
grow up and stop acting
Okay.
like a child.
Oh, wow.
Man up and realise you're
Mhm.
not tough.
Okay.
Your hair is like a lion
Sorry, I'm not
in the
laughing.
wild.
Oh, wow.
Go on, shave your head.
Wow.
I've had enough.
You've had enough.
I've
Wow.
had enough.
That is, yeah, absolutely.
Round of applause for that. I mean, the second verse is great. I mean, I'll get into it at another time, but, it was, a great time in my
Wow.
life.
I feel like I'm going to have to steal that. Right.
You
So I'll
might
see you
have
later. I'm just
to.
going to go. Yeah.
Just goes off and composes, I've had enough.
I'll pretend to be Taylor Swift
You
as
know,
well.
I mean,
so-
if you do steal that song, I want full
Okay,
credits.
fine.
Like written by Siri Hampapur.
Yeah,
I want it
absolutely, yeah.
all. I mean, I can produce your music video for you.
Is that a deal?
And yeah, that is a deal.
Okay,
We'll
I'll-
do it. I
okay.
mean, we've already got a deal that when you become famous,
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
when you become a famous singer and I become a famous presenter and hosting BBC Breakfast,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get you on as a guest.
Yeah,
And we're
okay,
just
I'll hold you
gonna
to it.
chat.
Yeah.
So that's a deal. I feel like we've shaken on it. Have we shaken
We
on
have
it?
shaken on this, yeah.
We have shaken
We
on it.
have.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, you can shake on it again if
We
you
can
want.
let's
yeah,
shake
absolutely.
on it.
There you go.
That's
We got
good.
that.
So,
That's on.
yeah, it's
camera.
on video now. It's
Yeah.
recorded. So for future reference, yeah.
It's there. You know,
There you
in
go.
like about
There you go.
so many years' time, you're going to be on a show and be like, we actually have the original
So-
footage when we made this deal.
So just one more question.
Okay.
When you become famous, are you going to carry out the true rock star lifestyle?
I don't know. The student lifestyle's wrecked me enough. I don't know. I mean, as much as I'll probably just try, if that ever happened, you just enjoy life and just live a comfortable life, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, you never know. Would you live it to
Nah,
excess?
I'm gonna be seeing you all over the news, like
yeah.
gossip about Jonathan Parks this
Yeah.
week.
Well, I don't know. It'd be nice to think you could, but
Yeah.
being comfortable would be nice. You know, just that sort of
I
thing.
agree. I agree.
Mm.
For the final challenge,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna get Jane, my runner, to bring on some pens and paper. Woo,
Okay.
good Jane!
Thank you. Thank you.
So for the past few episodes, I've been getting my guests to draw me
To
in
draw
30
you
seconds.
In 30 seconds.
So I'm gonna let you choose any colour you like, and remember, Jonathan, like
Yeah.
I'm right here, so you've got no
I'm
excuse
really
for getting
bad
it
at
wrong.
drawing. I might be alright at music, but honestly, I am so bad at drawing.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds on the clock, starting from
Oh, God.
now.
I'm so sorry.
You can do this,
Oh,
Jonathan.
no,
I'm
okay.
really rooting for you.
Okay.
I mean, I've had some really good ones,
Yeah.
and then I've had some really bad ones as well. I mean,
Uh,
there was just one with a massive nose, and it was just offensive. If I'm honest, it was really mean. Do I really look like that? I mean, that was. I think that was no, Siri, no. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah. But,
Yeah. 5,
like,
4, 3,
there's,
2, 1. Stop.
That's you
Jonathan,
saying.
are you kidding me?
Thumbs up
Are you
with.
kidding me?
You've got your thumbs up and you've got a glass of champagne in your hand. I told you it was bad.
Jonathan,
Look.
that's not even like a bad drawing. Like that's.
Are you kidding
that's
me?
just-
I spent
I
30
mean, it's a
seconds
bad
doing
drawing,
that. You
but-
kidding me?
Jonathan,
You could
are
sell
you
that
kidding
and
me?
I'll sign it for you as well.
Okay, yeah, you better. I mean, I think everyone's been signing there, so that's
So
pretty
like, yeah.
good. Okay, I need to hold it up next to me now.
Do you really want this?
I feel like this would be a more accurate representation of you.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, this is me. This is me. In Jonathan's
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, it's just, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Jonathan. That's
Thank
all
you.
we've got time for now.
And on that one, yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
but no,
Fantastic.
on a serious note, like, thank you for being my guest, and can you please give us one last
Yeah,
amazing
absolutely.
performance
Absolutely.
to
I'll
close
get
the
back out
show? Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm so excited for this. I was jamming in the studio.
That's good.
Whilst you were getting ready.
Well, as a present,
But,
I'll let
yeah.
you keep that picture.
You go to town.
Thank you.
So thanks so much for joining us again for this third episode. I just feel like we're getting better and better each week. So thank you for joining us. Thanks again to the crew for all your effort. Thanks to Craig, my studio audience member. I'm not sure if we've ever had a camera shot on him, but he's... There he is. That was Craig, our studio audience. Yeah, the crew's been amazing as well. Don't forget to buy your tickets for Lancaster's Got Talent, which is on the 2nd of December. You can find all the details on the Student Union website or through the Facebook page. So, yeah, just go for it. Buy your ticket. But yeah, that's all we've got time for today. So, Jonathan, if you're ready, take it away for us.
Cause if I were to run, would you let me go? My world inside of my heart, cause I could never steal the show. Cause you could have had the There's trouble inside, appeal to emotion, commotion. There ain't no place to hide. Cause when I have this feeling, I know that I can't hide. Cause when you're in my head, there's problems in my mind. And now the time has come, and I feel the parting of ways. And time, precious time, was always running out. Cause you could have had this meaning, this feeling, this trouble inside, appeal to emotion, commotion. So there ain't no place to hide.